You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
This way. so much light.
Just come on this way.
Not even thinking that we would realize. And if we criticize, we could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from before. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us stay. So the children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites did. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Must we get old and gray? And the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites did it. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way. No, 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 we just can't go this way. Please hurry up with judgment day.
Do not categorize the blessing by colors. It is not the colors you need to watch. It is the character. Watch out for the character. I'm going to tell you that there are three basic types of people that you will interact with if you are a child of destiny. Can I share this with you? The first group are confidants. Confidants. You will have very few of them. Confidants are those people in your life who love you unconditionally. They are into you. Whether you're up or down, right or wrong, they are into you. They are in for the long haul. If you get in trouble, they get in trouble with you. They'll come see you in the jailhouse. They'll come get you out of the crack house. They're confidants. You can open up and share anything with them. You'll never inherit your kingdom until you find your confidant. You can't be David till you find your Jonathan. Having a good confidant is the key that unlocks the kingdom, because you were raised outside the gate and God's going to cause you to reach over the wall. You got to have a confidant behind the wall who can mentor you for what God is going to do next in your life. The problem with most people is that everybody they run around with is under them. And so you are forever feeding people who can't feed you. And after years of feeding them, they begin to drain you. You've got to have somebody who can feed you so you can feed somebody else. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Am I talking to anybody in here? You need the confidant then. The confidant is those few people that come along in your life that are for you. They are with you. They are intimately intertwined in your life. They are there to make sure that you reach your destiny. They will confront you. They will get in your face. They will get in your business. They will tell you when you're wrong because they are confidants. If you have 2 or 3 of them in a lifetime, you are a blessed person. Without them, you'll never be who God called you to be. You need to find your confidant. Number 2, the other group are your constituents. They are not into you. They are into what you are for. They are for what you are for. They are your constituents. And as long as you are for what they are for, they will walk with you and work with you and labor with you, but never think that they are for you. They are for what you are for. And you have to know that, because if they meet somebody else that will further their agenda, they will leave you and hook up with them, because they were never for you. They were just for what you were for. They are your constituents. And throughout your life, if you're not careful, particularly if you're broken, you will mistake your constituents for your confidants. And you will think that they are for you when they are really not for you. They are just for what you are for. And by the time you get through falling in love with them, they will break your heart as they hook up with somebody else who is for what you are for, because it was never about you anyway. It was about the causes that you represent. They are for what you are for, but they are not for you. They are your constituents. Can I go deeper with this? The third group are your comrades. These people are not for you, nor are they for what you are for. It is just that they are against what you are against. And the comrades will make strange bedfellows. This will cause people to come together who are not for you, and they are not for what you are for, but they are against what you are against. And they will team up with you to help fight a greater enemy. But don't be confused by their associations. They will only be with you until the victory is accomplished. These people are like scaffolding. They come into your life to fulfill a purpose. And when the purpose is complete, the scaffolding is removed. But don't be upset when they are removed, because the building always remains when the scaffolding is removed. What I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters, expect the constituents and the comrades to leave you and desert you after a while. Don't be upset when they don't react to your dream the way you expected them to, because they were never really with you in the first place. Be careful then who you tell your dream to, because if you tell your dream to your constituents, they will desert you and try to fulfill the dream without you. If you tell it to your comrades, they won't support it, because they never were for what you were for anyway. If you find a few people in your entire life with whom you can share your dream with, you are a blessed somebody. I can tell you how to identify people who are really for you. If they are really for you, they will weep with you when you weep, and they will rejoice when you rejoice. When you walk in a room and you tell somebody good news, stop being happy for a minute and watch their reaction. If they're not happy for you, shut shut your mouth and walk back out of the door. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. Oh, yeah, because when they are really connected to you, they will be happy for you when you share your dream. Find somebody, look them in the eye and say, are you happy for me? If you don't get the right reaction, don't tell them anything else. You need somebody who's really going to be happy for you. I don't want just anybody praying for me. I don't want none of them haters praying for me, because you know you hate me and you don't want me to succeed. I want somebody praying for me who really wants me to be blessed, who wants me to be an overcomer, so you can put up your oil and stop speaking in tongues, because you know you never did speak to me anyway, and ain't no need in you coming up here in this hospital like you gonna pray some cancer up off of me. I'd rather have somebody who really loves me lay across the bed and rebuke the devil. And God is so faithful, he'll always give you somebody. Oh, if he ever sent anybody into your life to help you, you ought to just clap your hands and thank him for the people he sent. Don't worry about the people he took. You ought to praise him for the people he sent. Tell somebody, say, somebody help me. I didn't get here by myself. Somebody helped me to get here. Somebody taught me how to stand. Somebody got me behind the gate. Somebody taught me the protocol of the palace. Somebody encouraged me when I felt like dropping out of school. Somebody helped me when my back was up against the wall. Somebody mentored me when I was going through a divorce. Somebody helped me when I was going through a crisis. God is so faithful that he will never leave himself without a witness. He will send somebody.
Apple of thine eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and me. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth. That the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, 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 cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity,
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover.
truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello. Oh, let me fix. Hold on. Let me fix this. One. Let me play this while I.
you get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. I say you get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that eagle eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. I say we got up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we are to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking. You get it easy. You got to practice economy. From getting licked from the slave master to become the land owner. Brother, is a terrible journey, back with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we want to apologize for the late start, but it was circumstances beyond my control. Let me say a special welcome to In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, on X. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. Free, 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 free. Subscribe so whenever we go live, you get an immediate message in your mailbox to tell you that the program that originates doesn't imitate is live on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we always say, doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear, you wear a purple t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt, a maroon t-shirt, each and every one is welcome. Doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatanius, Xenaranius, Sonaranius. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. And this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, though, come with me. We do have Dan on WZYE, Santa Meditate.
Yeah. That's the one and only, the man himself. We call him Dr. Love. That's Rennie Mohammed. And folks, we say this and we mean it. We bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We originate, we don't imitate. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
Of course, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the only program on the planet that swear to bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing
but the truth.
Yes, that is it, Tommy. Tommy, you take the words
Good.
right out of the book. Welcome.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, but Tommy, as we go along this life's journey here,
Yes, indeed.
trying to make Trinidad 80% of what it used to be. We got plenty arrows, Tommy.
Your aim is 80. I want to make it better than before.
Okay, I'll go with that. Okay with that. But are you ready for the arrows, Tommy? You ready for the big stones? The arrows.
Well, whatever comes along with it, we have to deal with it. But we beginning with the end in mind.
Correct is right. And all we want to see, Tommy, we want to see a better Trinidad and Tobago. And we're not going to see a better Trinidad and Tobago under this party.
We can see, you want to hear my opinion?
Correct. Yeah, there we go.
We can see a better Trinidad and Tobago under any party, whether that party changes or any other party. What we need is the people to wake up. We need them to stop and get out of that stupor that they're in, that sleep, that deep sleep, that comatose state that they have existed in for so long. I stopped and I started thinking about why we are here out in the United States. It's because we as a people weren't ready for what we were faced with, independence and running an island and running a two-island state, which is one country. And we really weren't ready. But now that we are becoming aware of how things should work, we can fix it. We can fix it regardless of who is in the administration. As a matter of fact, we as a people, if we are ready as a people, it don't matter who is in administration. We'll get them to do the right thing because we would have things lined up in a proper manner. We just have to realign. That's what has to happen. And it doesn't matter after that who's in power. The agenda is what they'll have to follow, which is good governance, fairness. As a matter of fact, we can take a page out of Singapore's book.
To me, I hear you, and I think it's important for the people to understand that the politics of Trinidad and Tobago is similar to the politics of United States of America. United States of America is a two-party race, correct?
Correct.
Two-party. Trinidad and Tobago is a two-party race, correct?
Yeah, with a bunch of little spoilers here and there, and distractions, as I seem to call it. I would describe it from time to time, with a lot of distractions. Because what are they doing with all these splinters?
Well, some of them trying to get in the power. Let's take this call. Caller, welcome. Miss Atlanta, welcome.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm saying, yeah, good evening, Wall Street and Tommy. I had to come in when I heard Tommy. Tommy, that is the first thing I hear in a long while. Between all the rhetoric, all who talking, all who yapping. You see, don't matter who is there, unless the people, and that is why unless we ourselves, that's why you said don't matter who is in power. Up to now, the people don't know that we are in power. They still are under the influence of, they're still under the Master Day, the long time thing. And as you said we were sleeping, you weren't ready. And we still sleeping. We still not ready. And
I,
that's why everybody says, this one say that, and the backbiting, the them say and they say will always rise above sense. I mean, everybody had their thing to say, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to the people, what you want. So whoever is there is what you want tomorrow. Whoever is there, but it's just that we know who we want. You will say, yes, I know who I would like there at the moment. But it's still, regardless who is there, it is up to me to see that who is there is accountable and is doing their job, even if my party wins, let us say the election. I'm not saying, okay, they win. I have to disagree to agree to make sure to make sure that they do what they're supposed to be to do.
Correct.
It's not that you have to they have to be accountable. And Tommy, I'm so glad you said that so well. Until we wake up, and all I'm saying, we are still snoring, we are still sleeping. So we have to get up and get it right with whatever, with whoever's there. We have to get it right. And thanks very much. And Wall Street, thank you.
Thank you.
no, we have watchword, discipline, tolerance, and production, which we seem to ignore at every turn. Now, Singapore has two watchwords that seems to really work for them, which is pragmatism and meritocracy. Yes,
Yeah. Fully 100.
and it works because they stick to their guns. They enforce it. Trinidad have somebody was I was listening to a podcast. Somebody was talking about Trinidad needs this law and that law, and Trinidad has a whole that if they're enforced, we'll have a model society, and if they're enforced properly, that is, we'll have a model society.
Caller, welcome. Over defender, welcome.
Blessed evening, Washington, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
Watch it first thing first, let's start here. You have to correct the editorial you make yesterday, I think, where the Prime Minister had the first, third, fourth, and fifth highest borrowing.
Yeah.
He have one, the opposition leader corrected it today. You have the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10. She put out the real figures today. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I have, let me tell you what I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, I have them. But the only thing over defender is if The figure that he gave out of 15.7 billion in 2012 is incorrect. You understand?
Right, it's 4.6 billion.
So that number is incorrect.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
also the one we put out for 2015, 6.2, that is incorrect.
All right. So Mova Defender, think
Mm.
about this, right? Just think about this. Using his figures alone, what he puts out, 4 of the top 5 is P&M.
Yep.
Right? But listen to this. To make it even worse, use the prime minister of a country and you stand on a podium and put out that numbers and people clap.
Yep. Because they don't know better. They don't know better. They don't know better. But so the if you must send it to you, the whole list on my phone.
Send it to me. Send it to me.
The new list.
Right, because all I did was take what he said and did an analysis of that. You know what I mean?
Right. So the opposition leader went and brought all the new figures. So they're not under parliament privilege. She did a press conference today.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Speaking of press conference, Wall Street, something bothered me to the core of my heart today, Wall Street.
Yeah.
And after I say this, I want to see the defenders now of wrongdoing. I want to see what they did. What do I say? Anyway, so you remember when the opposition leader was in parliament under parliament privilege, she said something about a pedophile ring?
Correct.
Nice. So she came back today on a press conference with no privilege and repeated it. But this time, she played a video to accompany it. Wall Street, when I heard that video, I felt sick to my heart.
You have it, send it for me because I didn't get time.
No, I'm trying to get this with Robert Sabga. I'll get it before the night done. I asked the person to send it to me, but they're still occupied.
Okay.
So they say when they're not occupied, they'll send it for me. But I want to get a little part of what Robert Sabga said. He said Akil Chambers, when they did the autopsy on Akil Chambers, they found something in his rectum.
Yeah, I remember that.
Of 2 high-ranking P&M officials. One is dead and one is still alive today. And Wall Street, Uncle Tommy.
Yes.
You see, that statement when the opposition leader made without parliament privileges.
She knows she have it right. It's right.
And the authorities is not doing anything about it. Wall Street win a sad
But
day
Mova Defender, the statement was made previously and they didn't do nothing.
Well, she brought back up that she showed an Express article in 2022 which she called on the authorities to take charge of this matter. Wall Street, what should I wonder if people understand what I'm talking about here, right? That is why I come back to tell you Wall Street. And I went on every program possible this morning, Wall Street, to keep this situation alive. Where the police officers, when they stop us know what to do, stop or drive off. Because this is a dangerous time for especially people of African descent, you know.
You think it's
you know we are the targets. We be the targets of the police officers.
First offenders.
We be
the first offenders.
Yes.
Yeah, first offenders.
So now the police is using marked police vehicles to do crime.
Yeah.
Allegedly kidnapping a businessman from Central and found dead after. Watch it, who is guarding the guard? Well, this is very serious. Watch it. Watch it, it's personal, you know. because I have a story. I was driving through Mova some couple of years ago with my vehicle. I wouldn't mention the vehicle. And was the first officer signaled me to go through. And when he looked in the car and see who was driving, he told the other officer to stop me lower down, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I personally know about this victimization, you know. There's no here saying no all shit. So excuse me for taking this one very serious. And I'm not stopping till somebody bring this on the front burner. This is dangerous times in Trinidad and Tobago. We are suddenly bandits. No, we are suddenly police too.
Yep.
So all shit. This is some extra dark days in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, like when they say when Christmas coming is longer nights and shorter days.
Yeah.
We in the whole day of darkness.
But over defender, why you think I just play that song by impulse are frightened to live?
Well, what should get worse? Now?
Serious, you know? That's
we frighten the police now.
Think it's easy?
I can send you a video now. I have on my phone with Ian Allen showing our next police car dropping off 2 men in Saparia.
Wow.
You see, and I ask him, he say he doesn't get him a drop. So it's dark days in China on a serious note. So I'll send it upgraded.
Yeah.
Thing, and I'll get the video with Robert Sabgan sent for you also.
All right, cool. Thanks. Bless.
Yeah.
You see, Tommy?
Yep.
Tommy, when we raise issues, because listen, we taking credit. We was the one. A matter of fact, let me get the video, Tommy. Let me get the video. Let me get it. Let me get the video, Tommy. Let me get. Because this is a serious thing. It's a no joke thing. You understand? When you're trying to mislead our people, and I style telling people, 36 years ago before I got married, my mother-in-law told me a liar has no memory. And Tommy, I always ask and say, well, my mother-in-law telling me this for, boy. Hey, Tommy, I a young fella. You know what I mean? When I married, she daughter.
Yeah, but she was getting it straight from the start.
Yeah, she look at me and says, Slim, you know a liar has no memory.
Yeah, but she know exactly what she's saying.
I look at you and I say, what mother you not talking about? And Tommy, up to today, that printed in my brain.
Because it's a fact. Because it's over and over, it's proven itself to be truthful.
But why can't we get Prime Minister Rowley to adhere to that?
Because he didn't have a mother-in-law who told him what your mother-in-law told you.
Okay, Tommy. Okay. You get me.
Maybe his mother-in-law message was whatever you get away with.
Oh, Tommy, I just thought about something. You know, when he was in our house and we prayed with him, you know, my mother-in-law should I tell him that day, right there and then?
Aye. She dropped the ball.
She dropped the ball. Mother-in-law dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Tommy, I got to call she and tell she, mother-in-law, you dropped the ball. We had a great opportunity here to change him.
Wow.
We dropped the ball. Yeah. Tommy, thanks for bringing that up. Thanks for letting us know that.
If I see a reminder.
No, I gotta call her and tell her, Tommy, say, mother-in-law, people are saying you missed a great opportunity to not just pray with a man who become prime minister, but have a significant impact on his life, his future life. So he can really deal with the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Fairly, yeah.
This is where that came from, folks. We just only bring facts here, you know. Listen to this, folks. Listen, and I want to get the next video by the opposition leader, so I can add it on to this one. Right? More lies. Right? There we go.
Every budget for the last 10 years I'm just taking the last 10 years, 2010 to 2024, that's 14 years. 14 years. Every time there's a budget, in that budget, it involves the government borrowing money to add to the revenues to sustain the level of expenditure. I want you as a population to listen very carefully. Because when people come telling you, you should do this, you should do that, you can give this, it is not in a vacuum. It's against the background of your ability to pay for it, or to carry debt for it, or to keep yourself away from falling into a situation where you get into default on monies you borrow. 2010, I don't have that figure, but 2011, the government, in addition, and this is in addition to the earned revenue, this is the borrowing, 3 billion. 2012, 15.7 billion. Who was in government then? 2012, $15.7 billion. That was what we borrow to add to the revenues. 2013, 1.2 billion. 2014, 5 billion. 2015, 6.2 billion. 2016, 11 billion. Because when we came in 2015, September, by the following January morning, with the collapse of the oil price, if we were to maintain the expenditure on the public servicing of the country, we had to borrow. You heard them talking about the wonderful economy they left and how things were nice in their day. We came in September 2015. On the 9th of September, I was sworn in. By the time we turn around with a few weeks, I just told you a while ago, we almost couldn't pay public servants. So in 2016, right, we had to borrow $11 billion, right, of which 6.5 of that was the back pay that they incurred on the way out. The following year, 6.1 billion, 2017. 2018, we now have been in government for 3 years. We reduced the borrowing to 1.9 billion. You get my drift? The following year, 2019, that was when there was a collapse in oil price, and on one day, it went down to some ridiculous figure. Oil price collapsing, and gas price collapsing with it. But we wanted to keep the country on that even keel on what we thought was temporary, because these things go up and down. They oscillate up and down. We had to borrow 6.6 billion. So up to that point, that is middling. 2020, COVID, country shut down. We have to keep you, pay you in job that you're not working for the government, give you money, send food to houses to keep starvation from the door, because the country's economy had been shut down because of COVID. We borrowed $16.5 billion, of which almost 4 billion of that was given straight to the business sector to pay them for money the government owed in VAT. And of course, we supported the private sector to keep the workforce waiting, anticipating the day when we'll be able to go back out to work, that there'll be a job there waiting on you. That's how we saved the private sector. And the following year, 2021, 8.2 billion. 2022, 2.2 billion. 2023, 7.5. 2024, 4.1. Ladies and gentlemen, it takes responsible governance to manage a country like ours, which has incurred debt in this way. Because the incurring of the debt is one thing, but the real issue about debt is your ability to repay.
Do you Tommy?
Yes.
It takes a responsible government to have the first, and I'm just going based on the numbers here. I will get the numbers from Mover Defender. To have the first, third, fourth, and fifth highest borrowings, Tommy, in 14 years. That's a very responsible government.
Yep.
They're very responsible. Oh, Father. Prime Minister Rowley, please. You think everybody's stupid? I know you think many of them PNM people dotish.
Well, you know, what's amazing is that half of them wouldn't even understand what the heck he's talking about.
Tommy, you're wicked.
No, I'm just being real.
You're wicked. You're wicked. Hey, you have a minute before we go for the break. Tommy, you're wicked.
I said any video and the picture. So you have the video of Robert Sabda.
Okay.
And you have the picture of the new numbers.
All right, cool. Thanks. Yeah. Tommy, we have to do that, Tommy. Tommy, you're wicked, you know?
No, but I just talking straight talk.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we talk facts here. We don't talk fiction.
No, half of the people who are listening cannot even conceptualize or even bring it to understanding as to what the heck he's talking about.
You know, Tommy, and we're gonna go for the break right after this. You know what them people go say? Hear what they go say now? We only see that boy in 2020 when the highest borrowings in 14 years of 16.5 billion. The government had to do that to keep the country stable, you know. But in 2012, when he says that the UNC borrowed 15.7 billion, why when oil prices was high and everything was good? Let me go for the break. Folks, we'll be right back. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere. We have much more for you. Don't forget. Share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. We'll be right back after this. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington.
And while you wait, you could fact check some of those numbers if you took note.
Yeah.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
I tell myself, look here, boy, show me time to do something for your country by opening a political party. Time for you to make the decision at the next general election and join the leaders of our nation. When I read them Sunday newspapers with all them cussing cuss neighbors, I tell myself I am not colorful. Selwyn cudgel like he joined the line. Martin Daly cussing the behind. And I'll correct mine and I change my mind. Cause I find everybody got a new thing. They think cussing the PNM. Fine and anthem, if you only come a problem, cussing the PNM. I saw reading in danger, building the house near the water, and you see them, you see it body war. Go down, cow it down to ambush them, you can run in people and them, still they cussing the PNM. It's only kind son from the review friend who not cussing the PNM. Sweet music. I am no privy to no party. I am not for what's in you crowded. I am definitely saying things to be. A&R and Panda, when you see them later, they had a few husbands down here. But since Brooklyn and land, I think all of them are to lie. Even what they say in lie. And on the TV and the radio, man calling from fighting my arrow to cuss rowdy good pen in Tobago. Everybody out of these rats and brandy, cussing the BNM. And damn this system, bringing love and mayhem, but cussing the BNM. Like people on the road in danger, and keeping all your guns to cover. Anytime you see him, iron is forever. Government had to change laws to stop them from keeping your boat and rubber pen, cause they cussing the BNM. These only cats on them like they BNM, who not cussing the BNM. Sweet music. School children fighting is a problem. Up in mayhem, or else mayhem. Everything is a big problem. We hunt them and stop them. Everything might kill the problem, but they still cussing the BNM. Even if you out the water, man fighting with the paddle and water, cussing up all in the war. And on the street, you know me, if you see people fighting, you see, fighting to cuss up the UNC. Everybody from the country to brandy, cussing the BNM. Hail and party, even the sickly, cussing the BNM. Everybody fighting to get them. Nobody running and even rumble and hate this. They come down and open me, but they cussing the BNM. It's only BNM who not cussing the BNM. Gonna give you a special verse. So go with that music. Take the THA in Tobago. What will you do them? I don't know. But they only cussing the man for so. Take petrol train down in Sando. Government give them house and land for so. Yet they treated him like a old hoe. Millions they spend getting to fight COVID-19, but they refused and cost the vaccine. The government was in Jerusalem. Property tax was not a problem. Yet Anil Roberts was in BNM. Everybody from town to Brandy, cussing the BNM. Even Lady Gypsy, cause she brother already. Now she cussing the BNM. Even them from a ranger, we're fighting it forever. Even then invader and fighting Vader. Last night I be friends, but now I regret my good friend. Come on and cuss me BNM. He's only skin up. them women who not cussing the PNM. God bless, God bless.
And of course, that is the man himself, Tommy.
Yep.
The one of the boy. Mighty Chalk Dust. Everybody cussing the PNM. Tommy, only you and I in cussing the PNM.
Who are cussing the PNM?
Eh?
Only you and me, you and I are cussing the PNM. We trying to make sense out of it.
We ain't cussing the PNM. We bringing the facts.
We're trying to make sense out of everything.
Make sense out of everything. We
what do you show? What did the PM say was the deficit for 2012?
No, not the deficit, no. The borrowings.
The borrowing.
The borrowings. That was the borrowings he said. I have the deficit though. KFC, welcome.
Good night, Uncle Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, man. Bless.
All of that cussing the PNM, all of cussing the PNM. I can't see cussing the PNM.
Yep,
because all they out there, I cussing them every single day. Yeah, alongside Breath of Life and I tell you, I cussing the PNM. Because that. Yeah. It's too much wickedness going on every day with this PNM boy watch, but every day something popping up.
Every day, man. Every day something.
Every day, boy. But the Prime Minister, he come and pick the corner and talk about nothing about uplifting the country. Go and start a back and I'll talk and out of time and talk.
Yep. Out of time in.
But Mr. Washington, take any program you go. Bring on that man, straight talk about that man, bring on that man and slug and feed that man and tell that man, look, if I want to be a good Prime Minister to lead this country forward. We're going backwards, you don't watch it.
Yeah, we're going backwards.
Yeah, boy, that's some old wicked dinosaur PNM people, but a man calling today, boy. Like he got it also on the PNM in Requiem there. He get wall to wall cap.
No house, apartment. You got
apartment. We call them days we don't get house. You get apartment a 2x4. And thinking about what when you get your apartment from the PNM, or you get wall to wall carpet and then.
Oh, wall to wall carpet. We get apartment and everything was, it's concrete.
Yeah.
And that is it. Ain't that no, my mother couldn't afford no carpet in we place. You mad or?
So that the crapo will ensure the days one like your apartment or let's sleep in until all of that.
Yeah, but that's what it is. When you get people apartment up in Chumaka, them expect you to sleep in them till you're dead. You understand?
Like people get a house like Duncan Street and Nelson Street and them places and them Cookery and all them places, Maloney all them places.
But like that, you know what? KFC, it's like if the government is not supposed to do that when they're in power, it's like them supposed to do that, like if them doing you a favor. If you in power, you're supposed to look after the people.
You're working for the people.
You look out for the poor and honorable and the needy.
Correct is right.
You're working for everybody who voted for you and who didn't vote for you.
Correct is right. You ain't just working for PNM people alone. You working for the whole country. You understand?
I call up until I am man who talking about it. I know PNM people and no thing and victimize them because he talking about he get the pension. But I went on a board and see a PNM woman. She knew me well before I tell first I so blessed and next woman was on the board as I reached the board. She called up my name, called up my government name on the board, and everybody watching she on the board and asking she. But we know that for that she don't tell them on the board I so and so son.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I go ahead of them because victimization thing the PNM train along say I struggle to see a costing the PNM the train at the boss. But I costing them right through when they don't do me under the boss ready. So me care about them. I love to honestly.
Reporter, welcome. Reporter.
Yeah, brother. Good night, brother. Wall Street and Mr. Tommy. Good night.
Good night, man.
Same to you, my brother.
Yeah, KFC. Good night, no brother. Here, you know, I want the PLM to know something tonight here. If there's no election observers in this country, we will mobilize this country to don't give not a single vote to Dr. Rowley because he's up to no good. We need election observers on this country here, in this country here. So don't care what the PLM say or do. No observers, no vote. You understand? Because when the partnership was there, they wanted observers, and observers came in and they had an election, and the PLM had the way. This time around, because of Dr. Rowley lying ways as a lying prime minister, we need observers in this country. And I'm telling the UNC people, you must have that as the head conversation in every platform you make in this country. The observers must be here, and the population, each one tell the next one, if you want a fair election in Trinidad and Tobago and to give Trinidad a chance to breathe fresh air again, let us have election observers here. Don't study Dr. Rowley and them with their frightened self. They are frightened. They have nothing to campaign on. It's the first time in my 60-something years of age, a government coming to the platform and only pelting mud at the opposition. The PLM spent 9 years and some months keep trying to get the people never to vote back the UNC. On what grounds? What grounds you give the country on that we should not give Kamala Posadi a next bite at this country? On what grounds we should keep you? Why we should keep you? You tell us why. You have a minister of finance right now. Canada can't give a count for money right now and just call a next budget again. Everybody stood still and allowing this piece of mismanagement and squandermania to go on. Remember, he just get more money on top of what he cannot give account for. Could we take the risk to have an election without election observers in this country? We will not do that. According to Dr. Rowley, we will not do that. People, if only love all their country and love all yourself, make sure Dr. Rowley, you PNM people too, because don't care who government go or government come, every creed and race have to find an equal place and work here. Make sure the observers come, because we will stop these advisors Dr. Rowley have. When you stop Dr. Rowley by the poll, you're just stopping he alone. You're stopping he and his policies and his advisors who put us into this tailspin for the past 9 years and some months. Good night, Wall Street and Brother Tommy.
Yeah,
Everybody
man.
bless.
Thanks, man. I want you guys, this is the latest. This happened on Friday. And these words come out of Prime Minister Rowley mouth. This is Tommy, this is his words. Listen carefully. We'll play his words, then we'll go back into history to hear his words as well. Because we're not good at making up things here, Tommy. We're not good at that at all. We like to give you guys the facts. I want you guys to listen to this. Listen carefully. Listen to Prime Minister Rowley.
The difficulty is not over. It is because I'm leveling with you. And
yeah, what the man said, Tommy? I'm leveling with you. You leveling it, Tommy?
You leveling.
Where we going? You leveling with us.
Let's see level how it works.
Let's see how let's see how this level.
Maybe it's a laser level.
Yeah. Maybe you have a different type of level, Tommy. Let me go. Let me listen.
Apparently that seems to bother some people. I do not knowingly associate with crooks, and I do not set out to tell lies to people.
Tommy, you want me to play that back? What did he say, Tommy?
He does not associate with crooks, and he doesn't set out. He didn't set out to tell lies to people.
All right, let me make sure we play that for the PNM people to hear. Look, wait. Look, Patty just coming in. Gordon Joseph going in the fridge. No, Gordon Joseph, leave that red bottle. Don't put down that red bottle.
Sit down for a minute.
Sit down. Mean Gene? Nah. Not Mean Gene. PNM Fox, put down that glass. Don't pick up that glass. All the listener, listen. This is not WZYE 95.9 FM or Uncle Tommy or Professor Wall Street,
Or AI, like what I like to say.
Or AI, Tommy, thanks. Or AI. This is no AI, This is no AI, This is the Prime Minister Rowley himself. There we go.
With crooks. And I do not set out to tell lies to people.
The government is not closing down Petrotrin.
Tommy, what was that, Tommy? Did he misspoke, Tommy? Maybe he misspoke.
Maybe my ears aren't working right.
Maybe it's miscommunication. No. Maybe. No, let me show that's what the man said, because next thing go say is AI. Caller, hold 1 minute. Hold 1 minute, caller. Hold a minute. There we go.
Government is not closing down.
Hold a minute, caller. Hold on.
It's a disease. I heard a UNC minister, I think it was the famous Prakash Ramadan, telling people that the PLM will bring back the dreaded property tax.
Oh, Tommy. Caller, hold on. The PNM will bring back the dreaded property tax, Tommy.
Yep.
That's his words, Tommy. Let me continue to listen.
Let me make it abundantly clear. The property tax has already been dealt with.
The property tax have already been dealt with. So who bringing back the property tax?
So for anybody in the government now to be telling the population that this PNM coming into office will bring back that tax is the highest level of dishonesty. It's a disease. I'm a politician. Lying politicians. I'm a politician. It's a disease.
Caller, welcome.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Wall Street? And what's up, Uncle Tommy?
How are you doing,
Hey,
Tom?
what's up, Auntie Diana?
I want to say to Trinidad and Tobago, but how you managing the country? How you managing the mother country? Huh?
Is that HYMC?
I hear the children getting what? Sardine and biscuit.
Oh God! No, not the children. Diana, not the children. In the hospital.
Sardine and biscuit.
Tommy, you hear that one? Cricks, you know.
Wow.
Cricks. And listen, and we have that video coming up here, and we're gonna tell you the nutrition in cricks. Tommy, you wake up in the hospital in the morning and they get 12 cricks biscuit and some sardine. That's your breakfast.
Your perform. Right? I want to know where the $3 billion is gone.
You're breaking up. Stormy,
where
breaking
the
up.
$3 billion gone? They found it yet?
Nah, we still looking for that.
But answer, come on. That corruption to the max there now. Why did you? And then I saw this sad story where this little boy was bullied and he eventually unalive himself.
Yeah, I see
right?
that. Yeah.
But I mean, what is going on? I said, how much more can they take? The pilots walk. Anybody else going for a walk? The nurses are compensated properly either. The schools are leaking. The problems that at the Mount Hope Junior Secondary are fixed yet. But they went and they pay attention to what name St. George's College, right?
Yeah.
You see the disparity? So the children going to Mount Hope Junior Secondary are not entitled to have a bastion for learning, that the edifice is sound and it can stand up to the elements. More stress in the tail, water dropping on their head. They were walking through the water flooding. Oh man. Look, the bandit there. Aye.
Here we go. Storm, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Hold on.
All right. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Yes. Welcome, Uncle
Welcome.
Tommy and Professor Wall Street and every good night. Are you hearing me?
Loud and
clear.
clear.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
So I hope you will just bear me a few minutes. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm listening to your program yesterday. Sorry I couldn't get to call in. Uncle Tommy, happy belated birthday. I wish you many more. And yeah, so I want to just buttress with what you're saying. And I'm looking at, for all those who there's, I don't want to call no names, but they go along, get along. I like to hit the peak on too, but we got to deal with the facts. Facts makes, facts are stubborn. So I looked at the World Bank and the Central Bank statistics on debt. Now, here's the most important thing. Over the last 10 years, and I'm just going to bear with me, please. I just want you to bear with me. I just want to put some summary figures. The overall, I'm going to try to send you this, Professor Wall Street, because as I say, a picture tells a very, it's more than 1,000 words. In 2015, our national debt was around 69 billion TT. When the PNM came in, around 2016, it rose to 83.4. And that's calling out of 2017, it rose to about 81. And it keep going up. 2018, 89, 2019, 93. Now, when we reach now, ultimately to this year, 2024, it is now at around 119 billion that PNM board, according to Mrs. Bissessa Prasad, and 140 billion TT. Our estimated GDP, folks, is about 180, 181 in nominal value. And what is nominal value? That is in today's dollars. A dollar today is worth less than a dollar 10 years ago because of inflation. Now, very interesting, other statistics show, and I just want to go to this, the GDP annual growth rate within the last 3 years, and I could go back to 2015, within the last 3 years has been less than 2%. Now, the thing about this, if your GDP is not growing, it means your debt to GDP ratio, which is the overall outstanding debt you have over the debt that you owe, the total business activity, the value, if it's not growing sufficiently, it means your debt to GDP rate. Here's an interesting thing. I just want to see if I could find this statistic for you. Just bear with me. Hold on 1 second. I had it right here. Okay, I can't now that I'm trying to find it because I have several. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. It's not coming up. All right. I don't have that right with me here. But here's the interesting thing. In 2024, the 2024-25 budget, you pointed out yesterday, Professor Wall Street, that the budget was 59.77 billion roughly. The expenditure was 54 billion. Here's the kicker. The kicker is that you pointed out that when you add all the different pieces together, it's coming up to 53.7. That's $1 billion difference. There's no footnote. So either that's a mistake, or the Rowley administration, who in the Ministry of Finance under Mr. Imbert, has to make a notation of that. In addition, when you go to the yellow books, which is the actual books that show the actual detailed expenditure, it's actually 52.7 billion. So now, instead of, is it 5.5 billion? Is it 6.5 billion? Is it 7.5 billion? We don't know. And now let's just assume it's 5.5 billion. Mr. Imbert pointed out that 5.5 billion is well within the norms. It's not within the norms for international guidelines. It's about 3%. If you take 5.5 billion, Professor Wall Street, and you put it over 59.7 billion, that's, if my math is correct, is about 9.2% of GDP. That's not well within the international norms. It's about 3%. 3%. And you could check that. And I dare anybody to check that. Now, here's the issue. Mr. Mariano Brown, who's a former Minister of Finance under the Manning administration, has indicated that Trinidad and Tobago's position has not changed. So it means from 2015, when the GDP was higher in terms of actual value than now, we have not changed our position. And Dr. Rowley pointed out quite correctly that they have incurred debt and we are in a tight position. But what are you doing about it, Dr. Rowley and Mr. Ebert? They have not diversified the economy. I remember Dr. Rowley quite, he did it in such a crass manner when Mrs. Bissessa, and I'm not picking up for Mrs. Bissessa because I never voted for the UNC, I never voted for the PNM. I voted once in my life in Trinidad and Tobago, and that was for ANR Robinson in 1986 when I just turned voting age. That's the only time I voted. I believe in country. When Mrs. Bissessa Passad indicated that the country needs to diversify, Dr. Rowley, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, the geologist, who is not a finance minister, along with his civil engineer, finance minister, who knows absolutely nothing at the time about budgetary information, economics, finance, nothing about that, said economy diversification. That's his words. And tell her, go and drink rum. That's his response. Now, here's the point. If we stay where we are, I pointed out the last time Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and folks, that right now, if the coquina, the manatee, the dragon gas, which they expect for 2027, that money to come in, that is not going to replace the natural drop or decline. Right now, we are producing about 2.7 billion cubic feet of gas today.
So, Caller, let me leave it there. Caller,
Huh?
leave it there or leave it there now.
All right, so let me just say with this one.
Yeah.
We need to diversify the economy. You heard about, just give me 1 minute. We heard about the Hyatt talking about they need Forex and they have to pull it back. We need to diversify the economy. Our country needs to change. Dr. Rowley and Mr. Imbert and company, they've had the opportunity. We need to make a change.
All
and
right,
the only other change is with the UNC and hopefully other parties joining to get them out.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. Yes. Yeah. Tommy, I want to play this video. I want you all to listen to this, Tommy. This is the, I mean, I don't understand this, Tommy. The CEO of the NCRHA, a PNM, eh? He's a PNM. I know he's a PNM. I know he's a PNM. I know him. He's a PNM. The man said, and this is the problem with the PNM people, you know. They don't understand, Tommy. They don't understand what people going through, you know, Tommy. The man says, nothing wrong with cricks for meal. Tommy, correct me if I'm wrong, Tommy.
I thought that was a snack.
But look the thing right there. Somebody take a picture.
I know, but what we see in there is bread and sweet bread. We seen sliced bread and
a sweet bread.
That's what my eyes are seeing, and maybe my eyes ain't working right.
Tommy, cricks, and I think they say sardine. I ain't sure. Cricks and sardine for breakfast. And the man come and say, nothing wrong with cricks for meals, Tommy. Oh, Tommy, we are a little too critical, you know, Tommy, because cricks is very nutritional. Right?
I don't know.
All right. So
cricks is crackers.
No, but they're nutritional crackers, man.
Yeah, but it's cricks nutrition. Anyway, I somebody needs to I'm not a dietary person, so somebody who
that work was already done. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Father, please put a hand.
NCRHA CEO. Nothing wrong with cricks for meals. There is no issue with bread suppliers to the Arima General Hospital, says the Chief Executive Officer of the North Central Regional Health Authority, Davlin Thomas. The Express reached out to Thomas following complaints from a patient at the hospital that they had received Crick's brand crackers and sardines for breakfast yesterday and on other days for meals.
Crick's and sardine.
For meals.
For meals. Nothing wrong with that.
I somehow it doesn't add up.
It's sufferation, Tommy. Sufferation. In the hospital you're gone, and they gain you the lowest of the lowest. You know, Tommy, you know, I was kind of thinking they're trying to save money. Let's take this call. Yeah, KFC.
Good night, Mr. Wash. Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Good night, sir.
Wash it.
Yeah.
I hear you was saying your mother-in-law was praying for doctor to be prime minister. That what she was praying for?
Hey, KFC, leave my mother-in-law alone, eh?
Well, but Mr. Wash, we then cook for them little children and them nothing to wash on that. I thought choke the little children and them,
Oh, God.
Well, let's try to eat all that crick. I drink about 2 bottles of water.
Cricks in your tail, man. Cricks in your cricks in your left, cricks in your right. Cricks.
Fighter supply. So all we money, oil and gas money, that we reach to cricks now?
Cricks in the hospital. Cricks. There's cricks in your patent place, man. And you don't see nothing wrong with that.
But you got that Gordon Joe. They were them watch it also and tell us something. First, the PNM dread. Them also the same PNM, man. It's when the election time come.
Yeah.
To the send cars, it could be like long and the bed in a diaper, the guy with chef put in a car. And they go out and vote.
Correct is right. Anything, by any means necessary.
Like Mr. Napuna, they was called and costed the PNM. You ain't seen them coming back. She come here when she 8. She come here when she about 2 and a boat. She had a boat. She get ripe. And that's costing Kamala right through. And Kamala raised the pension, you know.
Correct.
After 9 years, and that is even man Rowley going into 10 years, the cost of living going sky high. That means nothing about that. And watching my guy think now. He try that thing on European people because you don't know that voter base eating and they know.
Yeah,
and then gets enough election they know.
Correct is right.
You see Dr. Them going and pick up the corner and start to the jam and she talk. If we host support them to come and talk. You see the hiding panty in the bathroom and all kind of thing. I like the pair them couldn't wash it. Thank God boy, wash it boy. You move away from that evil boy. Hey, look, don't listen.
Yeah, man, bless. Mr. Florida missed that one. Mr. Florida, call back. Tommy, let me finish listening to this video here. All right, let me take this call. Yeah, Mr. Florida. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Ansem. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Good evening to all the callers, all the chatters, all the texters. So, Mr. Ansem, there's a survey in Cricks, right? Sodium level in Cricks, that preservings in milligrams, is 260, you know.
Hey, in this report here, I did the nutritional factors for Cricks. And when I see it, and I 6 Cricks, I think I 5 or 6.
Yeah, that preserving. So like 260 milligrams of sodium, and the calories per serving with that serving day is 130, you know.
You know, when I see that, I say, boy, them what kill them people in the hospital, boy. It's sufferation.
But when the man tell them come out for vaccine and they didn't have no vaccine and they're out in the rain, the stands them, no water, nothing, and rain wetting them. Yeah. And then he call and he say, I apologize, it's my bad. So you see, finding the next way to do it.
But Mr. Florida, no, Mr. Florida, don't go nowhere. Listen, in the hospital, them people getting Cricks, and the Prime Minister have a $50 million budget for party.
But I hear you say something about that. Imagine, I hear last year was something like $100 million and raised up to 50.
Yeah, it was 800 and something thousand. It gone up to 50 million for Fed. And all you're getting Cricks in the hospital. You know, and listen, when you're in the hospital, it's not PNM people getting cricks, it's everybody getting cricks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Mr. Ansem, they don't care about the elders. They don't care about the elders. Even the own grandchildren, the PNM supporters, they don't care about the elders because if that is what they're tolerating. But Mr. Ansem, I hear about shortage baby oil in Trinidad. You know? I hear it's in some farm it's stuck up in Tobago. I know. Mr. Tommy.
Tommy, yeah, Tommy, let me finish please this year. Tommy,
run the video.
But Tommy, just imagine, right? You're getting cricks in the hospital. Cricks, cricks. And the Prime Minister budget for fete and entertainment is 50 million. And that same Prime Minister was talking about people up in the savannah fetting, and they need to tighten the belt.
Well, he tightening the belt, 50 million.
Tommy, it's only wicked and evil this PNM boy. And PNM people, boy, all you go. How them go approve that, Tommy? Anyway, let me listen. Let me listen.
A photo showing a white styrofoam food container with 14 Crix crackers wrapped in cling wrap and sardines cooked with vegetables was also sent to the Express by the patient. Thomas said that the hospital had varying diets, which did not always include bread, and added, "I know for a fact that we don't have a problem for bread." He also sought to confirm that they did have Crix yesterday, Thursday, and this morning, Friday. They tend to mix it up. According to him, one of the combinations served at hospital is Crix and vegetables, with Crix being the carbohydrate. He added that the hospital received a bread delivery on Friday, which would be served during the afternoon period and today. We also have other alternatives. We bake bread at the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex. So sometimes we shake up the menu, he explained. Returning to the complaint of Crix being served for a meal, he replied, "I don't understand why somebody would think that they would get what they prefer for a meal in a hospital." Regarding the menu selection for patients,
Tommy, nobody know caviar and salmon, yeah? But Crix, isn't Crix the lowest of the lowest, Tommy? You think they could go any lower than Crix?
Nope.
No, but let me try now. And folks, we go come to the chat just now. What is lower than Crix that they could give them poor people? What lower than that? But let me finish.
Patients, he explained, we look for dietary balance and taste. You may not like chickpeas or other options, but our priority is to heal patients and provide nutrients.
Nutrients, Tommy? Yeah, that, Like
What's nutritious about the Crix?
Take a listen. Wait, take a listen. You go here. Take a listen.
Crix crackers are a popular snack in Trinidad and Tobago, known for their versatility and long shelf life. Here's a general overview of their nutritional value. Ingredients: wheat flour, soybean oil, salt, sugar. So,
yeah, the ingredients?
Wow.
All right, let me take this call. Move a defender.
Popular snack in Trinidad.
Move a defender.
Hello?
Yeah.
What more lower than Crix?
Yeah.
That is a half a pack of Crix. The whole pack of Crix is coming more than that. So they take one pack and bust it in two.
Oh.
That is way lower than Crix. That is not a whole pack of Crix. The whole pack of Crix is coming like 20 something in it. And the man said 14.
Yeah.
So here what they doing there? They take in one pack and bust it in two. You can't make this up, you know. You can't make this up. Later.
All right. Tommy.
Yep.
Tommy. Oh God. Tommy, let me finish this.
Yeah.
All listen to the nutrition, Listen, let me go back. Listen to the nutrition value, Listen.
Utility and long shelf life. Here's a general overview of their nutritional value. Ingredients: wheat flour, soybean oil, salt, sugar, sodium.
Yeah, that right, Tommy?
Salt, sugar, soybean oil, wheat flour.
Oh God, there we go.
Bicarbonate and yeast. Serving size: typically, a serving size is about 30 grams, approximately 5 crackers.
5 crackers, Tommy, 30 grams.
Wow.
Yeah?
I mean, 4 people getting out of one sleeve.
Oh God. Tommy, you can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up. There we go.
Calories. Around 130 calories per serving.
130 calories per serving for 5, eh? 5. That's 5 quicks. 5
Serving. Fat. Approximately 4.5 grams, with 1 gram
4.5 grams of fat. Right?
of saturated fat. Carbohydrates. About 20 grams.
20
grams of carb.
Tommy, I feel that the feeling is to get people sick.
Well, they ain't doing what no other hospital are doing. Keeping clients there as long as possible.
Oh, okay. That's the thing. But Tommy, I thought hospital free in Trinidad. If it's free, what is the deal? Nobody will pay for it if they're free.
Somebody had to pay. The state has to pay.
The state pay. Oh, so the state had to minimize what they're spending. Oh, Tommy, you're making plenty sense. Let me finish.
Including 1 gram of dietary fiber and 1 gram of sugar. Protein. Roughly 2 grams per serving.
2 grams of protein?
2 grams of protein.
Wow.
God. Father, please put a hand. There we go.
Sodium. Around 200 milligrams per serving.
200 milligrams of sodium.
Wow.
Boy. Tommy, I don't know what to say. Seriously. I don't know. Well, let me go to the chat because the chat has left us. So, folks, whenever you go to the hospital in Trinidad, maybe you have to walk with your brown bag. But I think you could bring food into the hospital, right?
I believe you should be able to.
Well, you walk with all your own food, eh? Let me go to the chat. Let me spend the next set of time in the chat. Let me see if there's any voice notes. When I see that, I couldn't believe it. And Caribbean Soul sent me this. Government to investigate decision by hotel to not accept local currency.
Higher.
What where we living, boy?
I was reading it. From November 1st. Only US you can spend at the higher.
Tommy, we might as well be a totalitarian state and done, you know. We might as well be. You Tommy, if I could only get 200 US, I don't know, where you limit?
50.
50? No, you sure that wasn't on your credit card?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah. That might have been with the credit card with our bank. Right? If I could get $200, right? But I can't even spend a night. I can't pay for even a night at the Hyatt.
I thought that $200 if you're going away, you're getting that in the US.
Well, I mean, if you tell a little white lie, you know what I mean. So the government gonna investigate themselves.
Himself investigates himself.
Themselves investigate themselves. This is a circus government, you know. Seriously. This is a circus government with a set of jokers. Mr. Atlanta, welcome. Hello?
Hello, yes. Good evening again.
Good evening.
Tommy and Wall Street.
Yeah.
Hyatt, I think, retracted that, and it is not so anymore.
But Mr. Atlanta, once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you cannot put it back in.
Right, but I mean, they said they moved that. But anyway, I was listening to a Cricks. What?
The Cricks.
Cricks
breakfast.
No, let me tell you all something. Cricks is my go-to food. Let me tell you something. Wall Street and Tommy, right?
Go ahead,
I am not picking up for anybody, but I have to be honest. And Tommy always said, speak truth to power. What do you say, Tommy? Our truth?
Be impeccable with your words.
Okay, anyway.
Miss Atlanta,
I have to be.
Miss Atlanta.
Oh, yes.
Miss Atlanta.
Yes.
Did you hear?
Yeah.
We didn't just play. We played the nutritional value of cricks.
Oh God! So let me. I heard it. Could I say my case? You put forth your case, and I'm glad.
Go ahead.
Because
Go ahead,
education.
Go ahead.
You remember.
Yes.
That's one thing you all do is educate people.
Yes.
And that's now. I am not disputing all that. My cricks for all my go-to for all my years since I'm born to now is cricks. And you know what? There's nothing. You could eat cricks with anything. And no, I am just saying that because I like cricks, right?
I like cricks too.
What I'm saying.
But it's a snack.
No, what I'm saying. Hello? What I'm saying, when you speak like that, I don't know anybody who has not eaten cricks or been brought up on cricks. You know, like the way people say that I don't like Wall Street, how you say what lower than that. Right? You're talking about the nutritious value, yes. But then again, Wall Street, could you put the same thing with other things? Like what is a better meal? Now, when you say meal, I don't know if it's lunch, you know, breakfast. It could be different. Breakfast. What meal it is.
That was breakfast.
It could be breakfast.
Breakfast.
That was breakfast?
Yeah.
Of course, we're right. That's nice. But anyway, you must also do a nutritionist value on the other thing, like bread. Some people it's white bread, it's only flour, but that is very not even good for you in a sense. If it's homemade bread, it's good. I was so glad to hear they make their own bread. If it's homemade bread, I eat it, but I can't stomach that sliced bread and all kind of thing, right? But anyway, then the sardine, child, what happened to you? You know, did you read the nutrition value of sardines?
Yeah, about 1,000 milligrams or so.
Not about
1,000.
Did you read it?
No, I read it. Well, I could guess.
Well, right, okay.
1,000
No,
milligrams
no
or
guess
so.
for that because you didn't guess with the cricks. You didn't guess with the correct. You had it down pa. You had it down real good. Right, but anyway, now let me tell you something about the food you just said, and that's in a hospital. You said they could bring, of course, nobody used to eat hospital food, as they said, Wall Street, if you're a Trinidadian and Tommy, because from time in the hospital, your mother, your aunt, your uncle bring all the lovely food for you from home, and the hospital has to turn them away, sometimes move it, because what they have, what they are suffering from, they shouldn't be, let us say, no salt, right? And they will bring all kind of nice food, what is, the good, the lovely home food, which the doctors just tell you, you're not supposed to bring that. That's what have them there in the first place. And I'm telling you, because I had my good friend was in the hospital and he was a manager or whatever it is. And he was in the hospital, right? And his family brought his lovely cricks for him. When they asked him, what are you feeling for? What do you want? He'd say, cricks. And they brought the lovely cricks, which is like me, if I'm in the hospital, I want my cricks. If they're not serving it, you have to bring it to Wall Street, right? But what I against is how you're bringing down. I don't mind is speaking, but you mustn't bring down our little local cricks.
No, I'm bringing down no cricks. I'm bringing down cricks.
You say what worse? You said Wall Street. What worse than what?
Yeah,
lower
I want to know what
than cricks.
But as a question, what lower than cricks?
It have nothing. I like anyway. I am boasting up for my cricks.
So they're giving you the lowest of the lowest. They're starting at the lowest with you.
What is that?
They're starting in the sub basement with feeding people in the hospital. That's what it is.
Cricks. I mean, all right. So could I ask you a question? I want to ask you a question. Wall Street.
Sure.
If you were the manager in Mount Hope or a hospital, and you are the dietitian, or what would you have given for breakfast instead of that cricks?
Not cricks.
Oh gosh, no, you're not answering. I am asking you. Let us say not cricks. We don't want cricks.
All right, let me tell you what I would have done. What I would have done.
Yes, let me for breakfast.
What I would have done, I would have gone through breakfast, go and do a research, have a nutritionist do a research, and find out what is the most nutritionist breakfast nutritionist. Right.
You don't just I've said what you would have done. Don't tell me what you're going to tell
I'm
nobody.
telling you what I would have
Because
done. I'm telling you what I would have done. I wouldn't
So
just
then you
take.
would have relied on you would rely on a researcher.
Yes.
To tell you.
Yes.
Wait.
And you
Well, they have dietitians.
Yes. A
Well, they
person
have
who have the
dietitians
background
in the
in that.
hospital.
A person who have the background in that. Tell
Right.
me what they think is a good breakfast from a nutritionist perspective.
And go on based on what they think you would do that breakfast, right? That come like what you were telling me today. The government took 3 people, and they didn't look to see who were in 3 people, and they didn't do their homework. Whatever the people told them, they take it.
But listen to this. I am sure the hospital have a department that deals with nutrition.
Yes, that is right. They have it.
But also,
the
the CEO could tell them, listener, we had to cut costs. Or they had to get the cheapest breakfast, or they could get inside of here.
No, it's not. I'm not talking about cut. You know what? For bread, a sliced bread is $20 something, or nearly 20 if you want a healthy one.
Now, cricks might be more expensive.
Not my cricks. And even if it's expensive, I could afford to pay my cricks, right?
All right, mother. All right.
Wall Street, I don't like what you say about my cricks. Okay, that's the end of it, right?
Okay, all right.
And the sardines. And bring up the thing about sardines. Look and tell me how nutritious sardine is. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. For me, she vexed with cricks, boy. She's saying, get him cricks. Get him cricks, boy. Mr. Florida, all your cricks down in Florida, there? Give me some cricks here.
Yeah, good evening again, Mr. Hansen, Mr. Tommy. Mr. Hansen, just now you showed that video there. That was in a hotel you were showing, or in Tobago or something, or that was in the hospital?
No, that in the hospital.
Oh, I thought that was a hotel. Because I know when people go in the hospital, that means they're sick, they're ill, right? No, so if people could justify that, well, I swear that was in Sanders or something. Because it didn't look to me like that person who called just now thinking that is a hospital with sick people, that we all get sick people. Mr. Hansen, let me ask you a question. Yeah. If your wife suffering high blood pressure, you will give her that to eat?
No.
Because you love her and you care for her. Because you know she's suffering from high blood pressure and she's sick.
And again, five of them, you know. Just 5, you know.
But Mr. Hansen, people justifying that, boy. People just won't say that is wrong. Mr. Hansen, when my mom went in the hospital across here in Florida, every floor that you go to suffering from different things, a dietitian came and asked, get the file, what they're suffering with, then the person who cooking come with the menu, and it have 6 different things you could choose from, right? And they ask you what is best for them to suit them. They will come and tell you, well, this is what you need to be eating, and you choose one. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Just imagine. Right? Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, this is a different setup to Trinidad, of course.
But Tommy, just imagine in 2024, you get a breakfast in the hospital, and it's cricks and sardines.
But Mr. Hansen, before I go, let me tell you one thing. My mom does suffer from high blood pressure, and you know, sardine is almost 200 to 250 milligrams of sodium. And the doctor tells her, no, take that out of your list.
Come on, man.
You cannot eat that. Well, anyway, Mr. Hansen, look on and listen. I swear it was is a hotel you were showing just now because I didn't think it was a hospital because the way how the caller was talking. Look on listen, Mr. Hansen.
Tommy, I going by Joe's and I gonna send some cricks to Miss Atlanta. Yeah, I gonna send some cricks to shit. Bijam, how you going, brother? Bijam.
No.
Bijam, when you was in the hospital, they gave cricks and sardine?
No, what I get, evening time, like dinner time, you get sliced bread with sardine or tuna.
Oh, tuna,
right?
Right? Okay.
You get biscuit, like a little snacks with jello.
Oh.
Maybe about 2-3 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Right? You hear me?
Yeah.
But I never get bakes, quicks and sardine. I get sliced bread and sardine. I get sliced bread and tuna.
Oh,
right?
okay. That was
And
Quaillo's.
that man used to,
That Quaillo bread.
yeah, it's Kiss Baking Company.
Okay. Benjamin, you know what Quaillo, right?
Right.
Tom, you know what Quaillo's, right?
Of course.
I know about Quaillo's, but the bag they say it's Kiss bread because it's only Kiss bread that I buy.
All right.
Right?
Yeah. So you
So
get
that's
sardine
what
and
I know about, right?
you get sardine
So
and
far, and you
tuna.
get porridge. If you want evening time, you want porridge, you could get porridge.
Okay, yeah, that
But you could only choose one meal. Either porridge or you usually bread and sardine or whatever they bring evening time. But not every day again the same thing.
They don't get like
right?
rice and peas.
Yeah, they get soup and all kind of thing, right? Vegetarian soup, whatever, right?
Okay.
But you remember, it's not it's a food that will suit you. You can't get too much. The food doesn't really have too much salt and thing, right? No salt. You understand me?
Yeah. But that's that.
Yeah, you know what special food does be, right? No salt or slight salt, or you just get juice and thing, right? Pineapple juice and whatever. According to if you is a man have diabetes and thing, at least the dietitians come around every day and check you, right? They have a diet sheet, and then the nurses and them will direct you to, right?
Okay.
So that's how the situation works.
Yeah, man. How things going?
But with me,
how things going? How things going with you?
Well, so far things going good. I'm about 98% there already.
Yeah, man.
Good. Very good.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, but 98% by this weekend. I had to go clinic. And take a blood test to see how the blood count reading, because the blood count was very it was going down and then it started to rise up. So they keep an update checking the blood count. But it was dropping and coming up. So they want to know why it's dropping and here reason and coming up more and more. But the infection also nearly finished. Right? So that may be help because the blood, you could say the white corpuscle may be eating out the red corpuscle. But it's not again because the antibiotic beat up that.
Okay.
The other fight there, the antibiotic to lick up that. Right? Plenty antibiotic I use. Augment, I think the antibiotic name is Augment. Also Augment, I can't remember the right word. I think it's Augment, 1,000 milligram.
Yeah, we had to go for the break, Miss Ram. We had to go for the break. We go talk.
All right,
man. Bless.
Nice, man. And thanks for supporting me all the way, right?
All the way, man. You know we just do it.
You and Uncle Tommy and all the management and staff of WZYE radio station and whatever, right?
Thank you, man.
God bless you. All listeners. And I encouraging all the listeners, locked on this station and spread the love around.
Yeah, man.
One love.
Bless.
Thank you, Mr. Ram.
Yeah, let me go for the break, folks.
Get better.
Don't go nowhere. We're going to go for the quick break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
It raises a question, ladies and gentlemen. If they cannot speak the truth in small things, imagine what they will do in big things.
I want to send a message to Black Stalin. It have some people that need burning. With honest people, you know where you stand. But not so with deceitful ones. For them black is white and last could be first. About the truth, they couldn't care less. What was wrong for them yesterday, now 10 times worse, they've nothing to say. For everything they was complaining, now their silence is deafening. So Black Stalin, now to you I turn. Them deceitful people must burn. Rowdy shut down Petro train, they say not a word. Fire to burn them. No foreign exchange, they yet to be heard. Fire to burn them. It's 6 times he raised the gas price. When we was producing it, they had it nice. But his protest like rain, they go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to burn them deceitful men and women. What is right and wrong is wrong, whether it is spoken or put in song. Those who fear the truth, them hypocrite, will always hate the people who speak in it. There's 5 and 6 murders every day, with bullets and bloodshed everywhere. People are living in gripping fear, while the police tell you to pray. And the only reason you're still alive is nobody ready to take your life. For the right price, you could be history. That is where crime reaches sweet P&T. Now it's arm home invasion from them, not a word. Fire to burn them. Daily drive-by killings, they yet to be heard. Fire to burn them. People charged with murder could escape jail, cause under the P&M they will get bail. But it's protest like rain, they go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to burn them. Them set a deceitful P&M. People losing jobs every day, while there's more taxes we have to pay. But all them snake in the Balizé, not one word you would hear them say. And food prices going up daily, you can't buy food for your family, while government live in luxury. Inflation strangling everybody. And for the sick and the elderly, they can't buy drugs in the pharmacy. But there's none so blind, the Bible tell me, than those who have eyes and refuse to see. Now it's property tax, they're very quiet. Fire to burn them. Increase light bill, they're very silent. Fire to burn them. Them but boasting how they quiet, because SPNM they wouldn't riot. But it's protest like rain, they go burn down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to burn them, time to burn out the PLM. They did not listen to Patrick Manning. Now the country is suffering. It's arrogance and incompetence, corruption and nepotism. Ministers get millions for government rent, while workers only getting 4%. Contract for their friends to get richer, while poor people have to suffer. 100 million in fake oil scandal, while there's no beds in the hospital. Mr. Manning advice they did not take. Now we bread that the devil did. Now it's corporate manslaughter from them, not a word. Fire to burn them. And those who are guilty still on the job. Fire to burn them. Oil and gas production is at all-time low. The Minister of Energy don't have a clue, but his protest like rain. They go on down flat, flat, flat. If UNC they do that, Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait, brother. Stalin, time to run them. Time to fire the PLM. Remember, people who can't face the truth will always hate the people who speak it. Them hypocrite.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Let me go to the chat. I haven't even got to the chat today. Hanif says, good evening, Pro. Hanif was first in the village. Good evening, Pro, and Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all had a marvelous Monday filled with everything you needed for a productive and a successful day. Here we go. Hailey says, Watax. Welcome to you, Hailey. Highly blessed and love, peace and harmony. Tommy family joined them. Robert Nisbet, good evening. I can't hear anything, meaning the broadcast. Yeah, that was earlier. Sorry about that. Good evening, all. I hope that your day went better than good, because with God, all things are possible. I'm at work, you know where, but once I get the chance, I'll give gold level love. Okay. Donna Ramlochan, welcome. Good evening. Trinidad watching. Where are you joining us from, Donna? Mean Jean Julian, good evening. Walshit and Uncle Tommy. Mean Jean, good evening to you. Finally, you get your phone back. That's good. Caribbean Soul, welcome. Sharon Beaky, welcome. Sharon, where you joining us from? Yeah, Sharon been here before. Rodney Spit wanted to know what time the show started. It started at 7 o'clock, but we started a little late. Tommy, Hanif wants to know how it feels to pass 70.
No difference so far. Quite good.
Gordon Joseph wanted to know, he said, good point, Tommy. I don't know what he was praising you earlier for. But
well, I started off talking about the fact that the people it's the people who have to take responsibility for what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. Donna Ramlochan says Trinidad is slowly becoming a failed state. Police kidnapping citizens now in marked police cars. Think it easy. Gordon Moroni says yes, we agree with Tommy. So forget who tried to make us feel it might be my party or so stupid. Okay, people keep saying wake up, but wake up and vote who 2025. You know they're not saying that. Video welcome. Good night, Tommy on Wall Street. Orange in the house. Good night to you. Ian, welcome. Ian out in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Caribbean Soul said he couldn't pay public service without money to purchase $1 million painting. But not only that, Caribbean Soul, how could a prime minister be allow his office to be allocated 50 million, Tommy, for entertainment?
When things are in bad shape in the hospitals of all place.
I mean, people eating cricks, and you get allocated 50 million in the hospital for entertainment. In the hospital, in the prime minister's office for entertainment.
You see, Walls, cricks, there's nothing wrong with cricks, but cricks is a snack.
It's a snack. It's a snack.
You feeding them that for dinner?
And the man said it, you know. He said it out of his own mouth, you know. Why? Brooklyn, welcome.
Good night, you, Wall Street. Good night, Uncle Tommy. Uncle Tommy, I heard you. Your birthday was a few days ago. Happy belated.
Yesterday. Thank you.
Yesterday, right. So, you know, hope God bless you with many more. You know, I just always want to make 90. Anything 90, I good. I ready to go there. I mean, want to go. I don't want to be too old. So anything 90, I feel that enough. So, you know, them Trinidadians just tell we from America here that when we just be out here all we life and we just come back before we reach 65 to get pension. So I want to make sure when I go back 65, I have a few years worth to spend that $50. So, you know.
Brooklyn, let me ask you a question. So if you go
Yeah.
back home after 65, you're gonna take a pension, boy? You're gonna take the pension?
No, well, I just saying, you know, I not saying I doing that. I saying
No,
whether
but
it's still we. I say whether it's still we. You understand?
Okay.
If Rowley taking the paycheck and the pension till he dead, why I ain't gonna take mine too? Rowley taking it until he dead.
But Brooklyn, you ain't working.
The only thing, Brooklyn, is when we go back there and give away spit.
I working since I was 18. I ain't paying nothing. I leave you now when I 39.
You'll get your NIS.
I pay NIS, but what I say now, you know that small money.
Nah, you ain't getting no pension grant, man, Brooklyn. Oh, you go do that, we go do it country.
Nah, Wall Street. You'll get pension once you go back before you reach 65. You have to be 59. They say it's a trick. They say you have to be there at 59. So within 59, you're there for 5 years. And in Trinidad for 5 years, you're eligible to get pension after 65. That's how them old people do it. Why you feel Mr. Morakara and them just get the pension and all of them and Gemma and all of them who say she scammed them in Canada?
Yeah, you're not supposed to get pension and social security in America.
Nah, America don't pension. America you just get if you have disability, you'll get disability. But in America, what you get is your 401k pension.
Social security, I'm talking about social security.
Yeah, once you get in that day again, you know pension.
Security, once you work. If you don't work, like if you was on government assistance all your life, you have no social security because you didn't pay nothing. But once you work, you have to get your social security, and then you'll be getting your second check, which is your 401k, retirement plan money, whatever. That's how it works here, you know?
Yeah, but Brooklyn, if you getting money here and you go over there, you ain't getting spit.
You're not supposed to.
No. They don't know what you're getting here. Once you leave here and you spend 5 years in Trinidad, the government have to pay your pension. I born there, my birth paper, Uncle Tommy, my birth paper give me rights to have whatever natural resources that give them all that billions that the government just have from the PNM for 54 years. My birth paper give me rights to get something small from them.
Nah, Brooklyn, nah.
You understand? But I'm not saying I'm going back for that Wall Street. I'm just saying that when you listen to 91.9, bacteria and them they say we only out here and then we coming home to get you to that pension. I tell you what it is that we. You understand? Yeah, that's what I dive back to you. I never say so. I just tell them yes, I am coming for that pension. It is for them because he come from about somewhere and he looking to get pension in Trinidad. So I am more rights than he. I born there. He came there. You understand what I'm saying? I have more rights for my pension and bacteria and all the rest of them. But anyway, why I call right Wall Street? Because I was listening to you just now to talking the way we was talking about just now last year. I show up my chin. I thought with that whole pension I'm talking of.
What is that? The
hospital.
What?
Yeah, the hospital. Yes, good, Uncle Tom. Yes. So why the government, the PNM government, and we have been hearing this since 1970 to know that the hospital, you could never get nothing right in the hospital, right? It never had beds. Somebody saying about no beds, tongue flooding how much years ago. It's still happening in Wall Street. That is because the PNM supporters just come out and say, we have free health care. You know, so when you're going to the hospital, everything is get good treatment. So if they consider that to be good because they don't know nothing better, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and the listeners, what do you expect the government to do? If them telling the government, we don't need all that to fix nothing. We don't need all that to do nothing because We have free healthcare, free education, we good. We good. P&M is still be dead. You expect them to take any money when they could keep that and put it in their pocket to go get them and them saying that it's good? They would never fix it. Come on up and say, come on, build new hospital, build this, build that, do everything. They say she bad. You understand how back to front we people is? Because I realize a lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago, they, number one, they don't know what money is. They have never experienced a lot of money. So because they don't know about money, they just go back to tell you about the Bible say, love of money is root of all evil. That's the excuse. That's the excuse to the P&M. Love of money is root of all evil. But yet still, they're dying on the lawn. You're seeing people dying on the lawn because they don't have a bed in the hospital to lie down on. And yet still, these people will call the radio and say, we have free healthcare, everything nice. You expect, watch it, if you go by the mechanic with your car with intention to fix it, but the mechanic telling you everything good, the car good, you will give the mechanic free money?
No.
Wow, you see the point they're trying to make? So that is why the people, according to the song, they like it so, we like it so, because when coming up with services, it takes 5 years to make things, to show them what is, what is supposed to happen. She didn't do it all, but she showed us a standard that the P&M government refused to show us, right? And then come and say, she bad, she wasn't good. They go back for the P&M, and the P&M punishing them, and they're still telling you this P&M till they're dead. They like it so, all shit.
Yeah,
so we could say anything. Here in this country and tell we have to have insurance in America. You can't walk in a hospital in America and get no treatment. They will leave you to dead because they have no knowledge of what takes place here. And when people don't know, you cannot tell them that they don't know. That's what Trinidad is suffering with. A lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago suffering because they don't know, and you cannot tell them that they don't know. They will call you stupid because you're telling them that they don't know. That is, I realize that's the problem. I didn't know. That is the problem. Watch it and Uncle Tommy.
Correct.
Gordon Joseph and all of them, they don't know. Gordon Joseph lived Trinidad and feel he had to work till 12, 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, probably 5 in the morning. And when the supervisor tell him, hey, go do some work now, he had to hang up on a phone and he said, I good, I well off, I happy. That is not happiness. He do not know what is real happiness. That's why he just talks so. And he's make people think that that is the right way to live. You don't work hard, you work smart. That is the right way. Yeah, you don't work hard, you work smart. Yes. You don't kill yourself to work and then get the doctor all where you put on because you're sick with all kind of things for not getting proper night rest. You don't do that, God Joseph, and all who is doing these things. So again, our old grandparents teach us the wrong thing about you have to work hard. You have to do all of this. And when you don't do all of that, now you realize like they lied to you. It's because they did not know. That's why they tell me that. But because of technology, we understand how things work today. We understand that Washington and Uncle Tommy could be in New Jersey and the whole world could see them right there working very easy. What they're doing right here, this program is a job. They're not doing it just so they consider it as a job. And my job just to, do what they have to do. But they're working easy. Right, they ain't coming out there. You understand? So Washington Uncle Tommy, have a good night. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you and good night.
Bless. Tommy, why do many P&M people? So I'm in a chat with Big George, right? You know Big George?
Yeah, I know Big George.
P&M George. And I chat with P&M George. And they're starting to compare, right? And before they compare to the best of the best, they're comparing us to the worst of the worst. For example, Big George jump up, well, it's a crime all over the world. Crime is all over the world. So I asked them, I said, well, listen, why you don't compare Trinidad to Iceland, which has one of the lowest crime rates in the world? Eh, Tommy?
And we're looking at sizes too.
Yeah, why don't we compare?
Let me compare
now. Oh, They always comparing Trinidad and Tobago to the worst of the worst. Hey, look at them. Look at this. Let me compare to Iceland. One of the lowest crime rates in the world. Let me compare to them now. How about that? How about that, PNM Fox? How about that, Patty? Tommy, you see your partner pop up on the screen there? I don't know. He must just come out from under a red blanket or something. I don't. What you say there? Because I just can't read what you just say sometime. You know that.
Yeah. Corned beef
What
and rice.
Huh?
He say apparently he loves that corned beef and rice.
Can you imagine that? But I doesn't know if he'd be joking or if he'd be real, to be honest with you.
Well, boy.
What do you think?
I think he likes corned beef and rice.
Yeah, but if you like it, keep your opinion to yourself, man. Corned beef and rice. But Tommy,
Sodium laden.
Go ahead.
I said that's a sodium laden diet.
No, but what does he really mean? I think he's joking, Tommy. I feel he's joking. But also, Tommy, I eat a lot of corned beef and rice in Trinidad.
Everybody ate it, but if you know better, you do better.
Nah, Tommy. Tell me, middle class people don't need to eat corned beef and rice in Trinidad. Come on.
Maybe not. And then have those who want to do something quick because they don't have the time to, or don't want to put the time in.
They might boil some potato and eat it with oil. Right?
My father loved olive oil so much he'd eat olive oil with anything.
Right. You boil some potato, you mash it up, you throw some olive oil inside. Well, we didn't have olive oil back then. What kind of oil we used to use? What kind of oil we used to use back then?
This is sweet oil, which is the same olive oil.
Okay. Caller, welcome.
Hey, good night again, Mr. And some just agree with you. Yes, the rich just eat corned beef and rice. They just call it corned beef souffle. Mr. Hanslem, the rich just eat it. It's a thing we just eat in Trinidad. Egg and potato and rice. They just eat that too. Yeah, because you know why they just eat that for, Mr. Hanslem? And let me give you a logical answer. Most of the rich and them have maids, and the maids of them come from lower class families, right? You know how it does run from Trinidad, even in America. The lower classes be the maids, and this is what it is know how to cook. And the people who live in the houses tell them cook where you know to cook and let me try something new. So they just eat it. Don't get that help from them. But they just call it sardine souffle. I mean, corned beef souffle. So, all right, Mr. Hans, Mr. Tommy, look all this then.
You know, Tommy, I want when Christmas come, this Christmas coming, and you know the PLM pounders give out hampers. I want them put a pack of cricks in all them hampers. What do you think? I want them put KFC.
Good night, Mr. Washit. You know we get new meat on the market.
A new meat?
Yeah, and the PNM capybara.
What is that?
The unity of West Indies. There is a meat. We were doing some science and thing about it and thing, and actually coconut with science and thing. So we get new meat for the Christmas.
Capybara.
And the PNM call it capybara.
Okay.
It's not rat.
I think it's rat. It's a rat. It's like a rat cousin or something. But I say it tastes good.
Oh God! Well, ain't easy,
I
capybara.
was telling the story there.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Capybara. Tommy, let me see. I got a video here. Let me see something. Oh, Miss Atlanta sent a note. Let me see what she say. Okay. We don't make without our cricks over here. Please show Tommy. I don't make joke. Tommy, Miss Atlanta cricks, you know.
Yeah.
She had cricks there, boy.
That supermarket up in the border of the city, them have cricks.
Yeah, boy, and it's in a bottle. She have some in a bottle and some in a pack too, you know. God. I know that cricks come from Trinidad, though. That must be counterfeit cricks. You know, they are counterfeit cricks too, you know.
They probably package it in Florida or something.
Yeah. You remember oh God, what is the name of that thing, boy? Let's take this voice note here.
Good evening to the panel inside and the panel outside. All the bless. Thanks for the opportunity. As I indicated, I am on duty rendering unto Caesar that which belonged to Caesar. Yesterday I rendered unto God what belonged to him. Yeah. I got a chance to jump in here. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. None. Okay? Good. What is unfortunate is if I or anybody get in a position where they're dealing with lies by going according to color. Yeah, if wrong lie, we go deal with wrong. We go mash him up. We go hit him for 6 and 4 with the same ball. But if green lie, nah, we ain't going back. Nah, forget that. Oh, gosh, boy. Also, I am glad that I have, on more than one occasion on this platform, indicated that we need to be a little more strong when dealing with persons who are in positions to deal with certain issues and they are guilty of the same thing that they should be trying to service to deal with. Like, for example, police and customs and licensing, where we know nobody got to come from space to tell us or to show us. We know the kind of nonsense that happens in these areas. It's very easy to say, well, blame Rowley, blame Sinanan, and blame. But the blaming ain't changing it because it's more than since I went for my license, that nonsense going on. Look how many different governments we had since that time, 1979. Look how much government and that totishness still happening. Because the book that I endorse have no lie in it. It said the love of money is the root of all evil. Not money, you know. The love of it is the root of all evil. So I'm sorry for those who feel, boy, once my party get in, everything will be nice. Everything going not peace, everything going not. So what, your party wouldn't have politician? Tell me a party that don't have politician. Tell me one. Well, the thing is, there are persons who are under the level of the governance who are not playing their role. Unfortunately, they sometimes are not getting any mention at all. So they could get away with more than just murder. They could get away with more than that. Because the only thing that is mentioned is the government, not the governance, the government. And so we going. And then at the end of the day, at the beginning of the night, the people make a decision. And so far, that has not changed. The people will make a decision. We can only hope that those who are there do the right thing because it is the right thing to do. Yeah? I'll stop it there for now. Think again.
Mm-hmm. No audio.
Donna Ramlochan said that should be served in Parliament. Heidi said Patricia taking she cricks with thank you and a smile. Yeah, Patricia and them going for cricks. Them lining up for cricks. Fox and Gordon Joseph and all of them. PNM Fox says Wall Street, Beverly Ramsey Moore Panchenberger president was re-elective. Why you do not call Backer for his comments? You call him now, Fox. The fox you call him now? When Granny bite cricks, she one gold teeth fall out. Now she's sick in the hospital and miss teeth. I have a video once you also play for her. Pam Gray want to know which hospital is serving that. That is the what? Is it the Northwest Regional Hospital in the Northwest Regional Health Authority somewhere up there?
That'd be Port of Spain.
Port of Spain? You know, I thought about this. I really thought about this. Donna Ramlochan says jail food better.
You know, I don't want to know.
Yeah. Huh?
I don't want to know.
Okay. Darren says, well, should we keep Rowley administration get a third term in office? We might very well become a totalitarian state. I'm telling all you know. Or they look up totalitarian, you know. No joke, you know. Caller, welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Washington, you know, all healthy nutrition, you know, is the best food?
What is that?
Sentence, you know.
Sentence are the best food?
Yeah.
Hold on, Mr. Atlanta. Hold on.
Drink a soup from sentence.
Yeah. All right, the best
food? Sentence are the best food. But watch it. I must spend 18 months in the health system. 2013. And the minister of health was Dr. Fuel. Can I give my little clap? Because my small intestine did mash up. My whole guts did open out. So Dr. Fuel said that 2 nurses by my best because I said as well, right? Pampas me change them and change the machine and thing. But what should I was one of the most expensive patient and the water. Because about 18 months, about 8 months, and they can't nothing at all. I had a children with milk now.
Oh God.
So I know you come when I see you getting insurance like every Wednesday that I still get about 4 or 5 insurance. So we cover and thing. Well, that is supper time. That was supper time. That cricks and
breakfast.
Breakfast in the morning. Supper time is after 5.
Yeah.
All right, well, shit.
Yeah, man, bless. Mr. Atlanta, sorry. Mr. Atlanta, sorry about that. That was my fault.
No, it's okay. I was listening. No, it's okay. I was listening to them. No, I called you to say that Cricks biscuit you see by us free, and this is not about PNM or nobody. This is we love our family and the whole love Cricks and was brought up on Cricks. And that is years now before all these people. That Cricks you see, I said, we go to the West Indian market, darling. The West Indian, very large, and everything from Trinidad or from the West Indies, you can buy it there. Sweet potato from Trinidad, everything from the places, say buy there. Cricks is our cricks from Trinidad. The cricks, the normal cricks, what you have, what you buy. Okay. I'm saying what anybody buys, right? So you get it there fresh and you understand, it don't go down by us from the time, that's why it's in the bottle and in the packs. You understand? So it's the real thing, Wall Street. The West Indian case you wanted, the West Indian market. We had to go far. You don't get it in the supermarkets and things like that. But you go in the West Indian market and you get anything you want.
Mr. Nanda, FedEx 5 for me. FedEx 5 cricks for me.
I wouldn't send 5, and you'll have to pay for it because that is like gold to me. So you'll have to pay for it. Right?
What do you see among
no,
the
I think it's joke.
Atlanta, what do you see among the game them in the hospital? 5.
Well, that is now remember Wall Street. According to a doctor, a lady quarreled, I can't take this hospital food. The lady was calling in the hospital, and a doctor told her, that's what have you here. Because I'm accustomed to how one thing we season our things, like in Trinidad, you season everything well and, eat good. So he said that's why most of the patients here he won't be sick. And, a lot of the times you have to eat, it's because you're sick. You have sugar, high blood pressure, diabetes, all this kind of thing, so, I don't know. It doesn't bother me.
Mr. Atlanta, tell Aisha we in here, she know for about 2 months,
Who's Alicia? Oh, Alicia. Well, I'll tell you privately. When she finishes, I'll
Okay.
tell you privately.
All right. No problem.
You understand?
Okay.
But all right. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Tommy, it's about
Yeah.
fella here. I think he used to play for Belmont on the bench. I mean, no, you can't play on the bench. No, wait.
Oh,
All right. Let me make sure. He used, to play,
oh,
he used to play for Belmont, but he used to sit on the bench.
all right.
Let me put it that way, right? Kim, Wall Street equal to gloom and doom. Nothing they give he will be pleased with. Will always find a fault. Tommy, listen there. BJ, I know you're a PNM, eh? I know you're a PNM. Right? Well, no. Let me take that back. BJ, I can guess that you may be a PNM. Let me put it that way, Tommy. I mean,
Right.
we already exposed Patty. We exposed PNM Fox. We exposed Gordon Joseph. We exposed Ambrosie. We exposed who else we exposed, boy? We exposed Mean Gene too.
Mean Gene out here somewhere. He's probably a Republican.
He can't be a Republican in Trinidad.
He's not a Trinidad.
Yeah. You feel we expose it too?
Mean Gene, if I was wrong, I apologize.
You think you read and ready?
Yeah. He's red and ready. He is Republican.
Tommy,
he is red and blue. Blue is Democrat. Red is Republican.
Yeah, but no, you red and ready in Trinidad.
I know. If he has a voice in Trinidad.
No, but I mean, if he had to go back and support our party, he might be, because Tommy, when you get under that red blanket and you have them red contact lenses and them red eye drops, them Balizia eye drops, think that'll be real difficult, Anyway, yeah, BJ says gloom and doom. BJ, all we just do is bring the facts, eh? That is all we just do. I want you and Patty and P, and I want all of to bring facts too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of just bring facts. BJ says, it's the union dues that have that Calypsonian singing like a semp. He didn't get his way to get the refinery, so he bitter just like you, Wall Street. Oh God. So many man say I'm bitter, but what is that thing? Corriley bitter, right?
Yeah.
But Corriley's a good purge, right?
Excellent.
Not a good purge, but a good cleanse. Is that cleanse?
Yeah, the cleanse, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good cleanse. Yeah, Corriley real good, boy.
Yeah. Bitter melon, they call it.
Right, bitter melon. Yeah. No Capitan, boy. No long we see Capitan. Yeah, boy. Brian John says share the live, boy. Share the propaganda. Tommy, you think we on propaganda, Tommy?
I know we're not.
We just make up anything?
At all. I know the information source that they're getting in Trinidad is propaganda, because obviously the fourth estate are doing what it's supposed to do. It's educating and giving objective perspectives on affairs of the nation. Everything is subjective and slighted.
Yeah. Tommy, your partner said that was meant to be a joke. He just get some kind of joke that'll be difficult, You ain't find so?
Oh boy.
He does, it's like when you get a joke, it's like taking a test. You gotta sit down there and say,
You know, I'll figure out the answers.
yeah, yeah. You gotta sit down there and say, all right, let me see. Let me see. Is this
I'll do the easy ones first. And then
let me do the easy one first.
easy one
Caller
and then
welcome.
go first.
Yeah, let me do the easy one first. Caller welcome. Oh, caller, hold on. Sorry about that, caller. Caller welcome. Sorry about that. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, Professor Walsh, you hear me, and Uncle Tommy and everyone. So I hear you talk about the cricks and the hospital nutrition and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to the issue regarding statistics, because everybody believes that what you are saying here, you and Uncle Tommy, it doesn't make any sense. But the fact is, I think I pointed out earlier, when you look at the current budget, you look at the issue with the hire that they have to pull back. You look at the issue where you talked about the hospital, where we don't even know if they're using proper nutritionists. Is it the sodium levels in the sardine and the cricks and so on? All this is tied back to the fact that our country over the last 10 years, under the remit of Dr. Rowley and Mr. Imbert, unfortunately, the level of economic growth and development has been falling. You have to call it like it is. The international reserves, and I want all those folks who support the PNM, there's nothing wrong with supporting the PNM, but you have to question.
Nah. Hey, partner.
Yes, sir.
There's something wrong with supporting the PNM. If you're supporting the
no.
PNM,
Like,
you're not for country.
Wait.
No, but if you're supporting the PNM, you're in for country.
Listen to me. Hear me out, Professor Walsh, because I wanna be.
Yeah, but we almost close to the top of the hour, though. We almost close to the top of the hour.
Let me just make. I'm saying again.
Go ahead.
There is not, because you agree to disagree, because you supported the PNM. I never supported the PNM.
God,
it's about country first.
You like Mr. Atlanta now?
The question is, if you were at 11.5 billion USD in 2015, and right now you're at 5.54 billion USD as 2024. That means after 10 years, you have been leaking 5.7% annually. Annually, our reserves are dropping. That's why Hyatt had to come out, and I have to make a repass regarding the use of money, foreign money, because they need it. The fact is, our economy cannot sustain this trajectory if we stay on the same path. I will leave you with this. When I look at the actual debt to GDP ratio, I wanted to put that statistic. I told you it's about, they're going to borrow about $10 to $12 billion this year, which is higher than the international norms. And if you think, I just want to point this out, under the IMF guidelines, the debt to the budget deficit, the fiscal deficit percentage of GDP should be 0.45%. Under the European guidelines, it's 3%. And I want people like Gordon Joseph, I don't want to call people names out, but the people, the PNM parties and all of that, go back and look and see
Richard,
what the fiscal deficit is. Yes, sir.
Them thing you gain them people and them there. Them people and them don't know what that is, you know.
Yeah, you're working them hard.
You gain them too much hard work.
Let me break it down for
them. No, wait. You can't give them thing to Gordon Joseph and Patty and Foxes. Them, you know, that too hard.
Professor Wall Street, you're a professor. I taught in Trinidad for 5 years. Right? I was never a college professor. But
Gordon Joseph was in your class? Was Gordon Joseph in your class?
No. Let me just break it down for them. If you in a household, and
no, but Richard, we had to go to the top of the hour. We had to go to the top of the hour.
Let me just finish this point.
Okay,
let me just finish this point.
Yeah.
Let me just finish this point, and I'm gonna go.
All right.
If you're in your household and your bank account reserves are going down, and your revenue, the amount of money salary you're getting in, is less than what you're paying out,
it's a deficit.
You cannot sustain it.
Correct.
It's not sustainable. You're gonna have to do something else.
Right.
And if you don't do it, you're gonna have to start selling and pawning your precious assets. If they can't understand that on a micro level, I don't know what to tell them.
Nah, Richard. They don't understand that.
Yes, sir.
What happened is that the money coming into this government, right, is less than their expenses. So they have more expenses than they have revenue coming in to the country. So
Yes.
basically, that's why 9 out of the 10 years they have a deficit budget, right?
I agreed.
They're spending
But
more. They're spending more
Mhm.
than we have. But we're going to leave it there, all right?
All right.
Yeah, man. Bless.
I just wanted to point it out.
Yeah, man.
You have
So, folks, I want you all to listen to this quickly. Folks, start putting your closing comments in the chat. For me, BJ says, Wall Street, I keep telling you, I was always the first 11, starting midfielder, the engine room. The man used to, we used to start on the B team, you know. All right, Brian. No problem. You started on the B team, right? Take win.
You pulling Brian's strings.
Take win, Brian. Take win. He started on the B team. He was the engine in the B team. All right, take win. You win that one.
Let's hear the young lady.
Yeah, let me hear the young lady.
Yeah, she has some points she's trying to make here.
Yes. All listen to this young lady. Listen to this.
Good morning again, and I roll with these videos this morning. Now, something I want people to get clear with me. I am not a follower. I don't follow trends. I don't follow people. And what I have been reading on my comments, because it has been so much, is a lot of race talk. Who nigga, who coolie, yeah, vote for them black people. Take that in all your pipe, that what you vote for. And they make these assumptions that you're black, you're PNM, you're Indian, you're UNC. All you don't get tied up with me, eh? I vote on issues. I don't vote party. Voting party was a long time thing. I vote on issues. And people who know me.
Do you have a car? And do you have a clean driving record? Did you?
Because I have supported both political parties. I run bandwagon with in my area for the UNC. I run for PNM. I drive with whoever was going up for my area, you know, to support them because I know they were workers. We had to stop this mentality. If PNM put a PNM jersey on a frog, you're voting for that. And if UNC take a hard foul or a duck and put on a UNC shirt, all you're voting for that. That shit had to stop. And we have to start to vote on issues. And we have to start to be behind the government to change the laws because it has laws in them books so old. It's a shame. These are the things that they're not doing. And we have to fight. You see this shit for one man staying in an office for 40 years? That shit had to stop. 2 terms and get your ass out of there. This is what we have to be fighting for, because when man stay into power too long, they become lords. They feel they are lords and they become dictators. We have to put an end to that. This is what I am for. In the United States have 2 parties, the Republican and the Democrats. 2 parties. We are a small island, and how much party we want to have? Instead of we look to change these parties from the inside coming out, because the inside rotten in both parties. Instead of we fight to change the laws of this country and the laws of these parties. What, every 5 years when we get vexed with some political party, whoever in power, for doing shit, we go get rid of the whole party. That is like throwing the baby out of with the bathwater. And we cannot be reinventing a wheel when a wheel is already there. In both parties, there is good and there is bad. There is good people and there is bad ones. There are people in the parties who work really hard and diligently to make the party better. And there are people who work against it. Think about your home. Think about your family members. There are people in your family who are for you, and there are people in your family, the harder you work, they're against you. You can't have. This is the mentality that we have. And we have to change that mentality. Yes, we know the PNM, the stiff. Yes, we know the UNC, the stiff. Both of them, the stiff. Get rid of the thieves. Stand up. Change the policies. Change this. You see this, you're running for 5-6 terms. This is the first thing we had to change. You know, after 2 terms, if people vote them back, you know you will never see the face again. This is what we have to change. Because we regurgitating the same shit party after party. How many years have we been changing parties? And is one thief after another thief, who is a bigger thief, who the whole shit like, this one is Robin Hood. He thiefing and giving to the poor, so you ain't mind he thief.
Tommy, what says you, Tommy? I wanted to do something. Tommy, Mean Gene says, at least I know how to make both of you laugh. But
Yeah.
Yeah. But Tommy, this is interesting, eh? And I'm going to do a follow-up video to the video we did with what Prime Minister Rowley said. Now listen, eh? So we had to figure out who's telling the truth. So the video we played earlier, when I stated that based on Prime Minister Rowley figures, the PNM government had the first, third, fourth, and fifth highest borrowing over the last 14 years. Right? So Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bissessa put out a number. So we had to know we want to know who is telling the truth. Okay? So quickly, in 2011, Prime Minister Rowley said 3 billion. Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bissessa said it was 1.6 billion. 2012, Prime Minister Rowley said 15.7 billion. Kamala Prasad Bissessa said it was 4.6 billion. So let me say this in a nutshell. All the figures that Prime Minister Rowley stated for the UNC, Tommy, is lower than what he stated. Right? Lower. And the 15.7 billion that he pointed to under the UNC or the People's Partnership was actually $4.5 billion.
I fact checked it. I realized that he was exaggerating.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go on now, eh? Let's go on under him, Tommy. Under him, 2016, his figures was 11 billion. Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bissessa figure was 13.6 billion. So a 2.6 billion understatement by him based on these numbers. 2017, 6.1 billion versus 10.3 billion. Another understatement of over $4 billion.
You know, the average PNM person would just take what he said as gospel, you know, and not fact check it.
Tommy, the only number he had close to being correct was during COVID when he said it was 16.5. It was actually 16.6 billion. Right? So he was half correct. But all the other numbers, Tommy, are higher than the numbers the guy gave.
You know, people would say that we hate and we don't like, but we fact check.
We fact check.
We fact check, and but people in Trinidad have to get that way. They have to become their own persons. Fact check for yourself, make sure.
But Tommy, why would you come to the public and lie like that? Why? What, don't you think it have one or two intelligent people in the country, one or two? Not PNM people, but one or two intelligent people in the country. Go fact check you. One or two.
I hope whoever is listening to us, whether they're red or yellow or whatever, they will take something away from this and get into the habit of fact checking the information instead of just lapping it all up.
Yeah, because Tommy, what I did, I took the numbers, I put it on a sheet, I put it on a sheet of paper,
That's all. You and check them.
And went through and say who's the highest. And listen to me, I was fact checked, right? Because I said there was the first, third, fourth, and fifth highest. And they said, no, Wall Street. No. It was the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth highest. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's all we are asking the people. Right?
Do your own analysis.
Do a little analysis. Don't just take it at face value, because what he was trying to do, Tommy, is to make it feel like if UNC, under the People's Partnership, right, was borrowing ridiculously, right? Because they borrow, and he pointed out $15.7 billion.
All untrue. On truth.
And when it was actually 4.6 billion. Oh.
That's 11 billion more than he said they borrowed.
Listen, now it's incumbent on Prime Minister Rowley to give us the evidence to show that what he stated was accurate and what the UNC stated was incorrect. Simple.
And would you believe that people wouldn't even bother check that? They would just take what he says as gospel?
And they wouldn't call for him to give where he get it from, and let the UNC give where they get it from to see who's telling the truth. Simple. Right? I mean, how difficult can we be? Folks, let's go for the break. We'll be right back. Put your closing comments in the chat. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Tommy, I'm not disappointed.
You're appalled.
I'm not disappointed.
You're just appalled.
Yes, I'm appalled. And if we have a prime minister who is coming to us and lying so blatantly, right? It is really unbecoming. KFC. KFC.
Yeah. Good night. Good night, Mr. Washi. Good night, Uncle Tommy. And tomorrow, me take tomorrow's crunch. The crunch over there.
Yeah, man.
But watch it. You know the PNM govern this crunch like the flip plan on the internet. And the them film still governing in the 70s and the 60s.
Yep.
They realize the times have changed.
Times have changed, yeah.
And everything is right there for you now.
Quick. Like everybody do it like them, like feel like do it like Gordon Joseph and that's that old wicked evil piano plan them. So tomorrow, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, good night.
And Tommy, we want to say to the people, anything we bring here, fact check it.
Fact check us.
it.
Fact check us.
Yes.
We fact checking you.
Look, you see the numbers behind our back here? Even those were incorrect, Tommy.
Of course.
Those numbers were incorrect. They were understated by over $1 billion. On this report, this is a report from the Ministry of Finance. All you're supposed to be holding them accountable and telling them, no, Prime Minister Rowley, stop lying. Stop it. Bring the facts and let the facts fall wherever they may. But the continuous line, and I keep telling people, a liar has no memory. I keep saying that. So maybe Gordon Joseph and Patty, all your homework now, you and PNM Fox and all you go and fact check what Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar said and fact check what the Prime Minister says. And let me see who's telling the truth. Simple.
But just keep in mind what Ms. G said. A liar has no memory.
A liar has no memory. Let me fact check the truth. Hear this, whatever. So whatever Kamala says, you say, Tommy. Look what he said. Look what he said. Like them fellas don't hear, What did we just say, Tommy? What did we just say?
We just said we fact checked them, and what the PM said was totally untrue.
And he could go and fact check it. Go and do it. Or do some homework now, man. Or let's stop being lazy like the Prime Minister. Stop being lazy like him.
Anything he says is true.
And Tommy, I ain't even get to the Nigerian company. I ain't even get to that company today. I ain't even get to them today. More scandal with them. More. I ain't even get to that. All you need to stop telling Prime Minister Rowley, stop lying so much. Stop lying. Right? Stop lying. That what we want? A lying Prime Minister? Why would you stand in front of an audience and listen, the man didn't even get one correct, All right, let me say this. Tommy, let me say he had at least 5 correct. And 5 others were misstated.
He has to know he's not telling the truth.
You think so?
He has to know.
When you're lazy, anytime somebody give you something, you just go and read it, You know that, right?
So he's been deceived then. That's what you're saying.
Because he don't have no time to go and do no homework. Whatever the game, you just go read it. So the game a piece of paper. You ain't see he said 2010. He talked about 2010, then he scratched his head. He said, oh, that not there.
Yeah, you don't have that information.
You don't have that information. You know what I'm saying? He must just walk in the room, somebody gave me the paper and said, listen, this is the budget figures for 2011 to 2023.
Yeah.
And you just go and read it. Well, it's actually just 2024.
24, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, crunch time.
Mr. Tommy,
yes.
Top of the hour.
Yeah, man. Bless.
All
right. We just played top of the hour, right, Tommy? No?
Yeah, did you?
Anyway, let me play it anyway. So, folks, let's go for this quick break. Put your closing comments in the chat. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We're back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Tommy, I just wanted to say something. You always hear we talk about GDP in this program here.
Right.
Always talk about GDP. So what is GDP?
Gross
GDP,
domestic product.
GDP is a measure of the total value of all goods and services produced within a country's border during a specific period of time, and that's typically 1 year. So when you
True.
hear us talking about GDP, we are talking about the measure of total value of all goods and services produced within a country's borders over a specific period of time. And that time is typically a year. And GDP normally tells about a country's economic wealth. So, when you come in here talking about GDP and you hear Richard Colon talking about GDP, that's exactly what we are talking about. Okay? So, Tommy, let me give my closing quote before we go.
But before you go, I want Fox Islam to do his own research. Do your own research. Get the numbers and do your research, and you'll be able to tell who's telling the truth and who's lying.
And Tommy, is a platform here for him to come and prove side A or side B wrong or correct, wrong or right. Right? Simple.
Exactly.
Patty can do the same thing.
They all
Gordon
can do
Joseph
it.
can do the same thing. I hope them fellas not lazy like the prime minister. I hope so. I'm hoping it. Right? I'm hoping. Anyway, let me give my closing quote. Okay. Maybe I should get a quote with cricks in it, but we are not given a good life or a bad life. We are given a life. It's up to us to make it good or bad. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall, so that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become.
Yeah, mind you have to think about my first one. The first one I'm going to say. And it goes this way. Dogs do speak, but only to those who know how to listen. Dogs do speak, but only to those who know how to listen. Like I always say, you, the man in the mirror, you must become that change you want to see. However, if when you look in that mirror you don't like what you see, do not blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Tomorrow, God willing, we'll meet again. Till then, be safe. Love you all. Pleasant night to each and every one.
Thank you, Tommy. Tommy, Fox Islam says, you have not fact-checked Kamala lies.
Well, you do it. You fact check it. You fact check it.
You want us to do all the fact-checking?
You do it, and you'll be able to tell us what her lies are.
Correct. So wait now, we have a monopoly on fact-checking? We have a patent on fact-checking, Tommy. You and I, we have the trademark or the patent for fact-checking. We alone could fact-check. Why you don't fact-check? Come on, man. You can't fact-check, Fox? Anyway, let me see what we have in the chat here. I still can't believe them numbers. Mova Defender, thanks very much. I can't believe that, Tommy.
Good night, Mr. Washi. Good night, Uncle Tommy. I tell you, the PNM, this govern this country like they govern dinosaur politics. They feel everybody dotish and stupid now. People don't fast check and thing now. You could go pick at the corner and talk to them sick, evil, heartless, wicked PNM plan them. People wake up in this country and you know the PNM stand up. My guys and lies. Good night, Mr. Washi. Good night, Uncle Tommy. Washi, you know, Dr. Ali, the most evilest, heartless liar in Trinidad and Tobago. If he governed in 1970 and 60s, you know. He governed the country in the 20th century. We fast checking him. That evil, wicked, ballad, evil Prime Minister. But fire burn the PNM. Mr. Washi, oh God, we can't take rolling them no more again. But only lies and fooling the people. Until tomorrow meet again. Tommy, you like camouflage?
Mr. Nanta says, every hour of every day is an unspeakable perfect miracle. Thanks all. Have a peaceful night and a wonderful tomorrow. Thank you, Miss Atlanta. Mr. Florida, here we go.
Hey, good night, Mr. Hanson. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night to all your family. Blessings to all your family. Blessings to all the callers, everybody on your live, everybody says, everybody who be watching. Blessings to your family. You guys be safe. Mr. Hanson, yeah, they ask the Pope, what is the best meat to eat? You know what the Pope say? None. So all you tighten all the belt, tighten all the belt, but 50 million for entertainment. Oh my Lord. We like it so.
Yeah, Patty and Gordon and all your and Fox, all you tighten all your belt. All you better tighten all your belt.
My closing comments. I got in when a lady was speaking there. I did not hear the beginning of her speech. I don't know her name. But the little that I've heard, I said, but wait now, she's sounding like Gordon. And these the things that I've been saying. But you have to go along, come along, that they will pick out parts. Pick out parts. And they wouldn't deal with the whole. Right? They want to drop a bombshell, but it's an eggshell they drop. You understand? When these people would learn, boy, and they learn nothing from 2015, 2020. As a matter of fact, they vote PNM. So let me not ask them nothing more learning. You understand? But no, they ain't going back. You understand? They ain't going back. Oh gosh, boy, hey, all you could do better than that, boy. Go along, come along, boy. All you could do better than that. I feel all you pushing people towards PNM and pulling people away from UNC. You see how much of them leaving and going across the PNM, which are doing those, stay in your party and fix it. Fix it. But then again, it are those who trying to fix it, but again, push back. You understand? Because they say, look how much thing this woman lose, boy. The only thing she ain't lose is she purse. Look how much time she lose, boy. And yet still it are the 6.5 of them pushing her, pushing her. Oh God, don't kill the woman now, please. Mr. Nesbitt, oh God, let the woman live now. Oh God, she makes it time already. Oh God, my people, they're willing to come in and take the baton forward. And could give PNM a run for the money. But no, all you know, all you have to gain, so all you on that beat. Have a good night, and think again.
I tell you.
So, I mean, you see why I just call you for that Gordon Joseph? You see why? I'm telling you. You think it's easy?
Sarcasm will get you everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, you feel like good with the sarcasm. Yeah. Sarcasm, boy. All right, let me see what's in the chat, Tommy, and then we close. Boy. Oh my God. Fox Islam closing comment. Sardines not only are they excellent source of protein, vitamins B12, vitamin D, and calcium, containing more than 20% of the daily value, but they are also a good source of iron, containing more than 10% DV. Plus, canned sardines contain close to 100% of the recommended daily intake of omega-3 fatty acids. Okay? Fox says, do not worry about me. I know Kamala lies a lot. Let me see if there's any more. Hailey says, people who like lies won't do anything. That is their fet. 50 million for a fet of liars. Wall Street. I like how you just get under the skin of the other talk shows. You got to be doing something different. Keep that up. Laugh out loud. Okay. All right. Brian John says Richard Young Like you wanted to see the rising sun in the corner there, but that sun set years ago. Richard Young says Wall Street PNM paying you to advertise that sign in the corner. Nah, they ain't paying me for that. Folks, we are out of here. We see you tomorrow. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Later.
This is oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting you up. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. You're someone like some goats when they come looking for votes. Hit the empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. It doesn't matter the religion, the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion.